Bumper was so excited. Today was the big race. He was a bright orange car, always eager to go fast.
Ready, set, go!
Bumper zoomed off, engine purring. Suddenly,
Honk, honk!
a loud honking came from Bumper. Bumper was confused. He didn't honk. The other cars swerved, confused by the strange sounds.
What was that?
Shouted Dash, a sleek blue car as he sped past. Bumper finished the race in last place, feeling down. His honking had scared everyone. Bumper drove to see his friend Spark, a friendly mechanic with a love for tools. Spark was known far and wide for his ability to fix any car problem, no matter how strange or complicated.
Spark, my honk keeps honking, but I'm not doing it. It's driving me and everyone else crazy,
cried Bumper, his headlights dimming with worry. Spark, ever the diligent mechanic, took out his trusty magnifying glass and began to examine Bumper from bumper to bumper.
This is strange. Could it be the legendary honker? I've read about it in my old mechanic's manual.
The honker? What's that? Is it some kind of car part or a creature?
Asked Bumper, his engine sputtering with curiosity. He had never heard of such a thing before and was eager to learn more.
Legend says, a tiny bird with a big voice loves to play tricks on cars. It hides inside the car's horn and honks whenever it feels like causing some mischief.
Spark explained, showing Bumper an old dusty book filled with tales of automotive legends and mysteries. The pages were yellowed with age and the illustrations were hand-drawn. The book showed a picture of a small bird with a giant beak perched inside a car horn. It looked mischievous with a twinkle in its eye and a cheeky grin on its beak.
So how do we get rid of it, Spark? I can't keep driving around like this.
Don't worry, Bumper. We'll set a trap for the honker. We'll need some breadcrumbs and a small net. Let's get to work.
Together, Bumper and Spark gathered the materials and set up the trap. They sprinkled breadcrumbs around the car horn and placed the net nearby, ready to catch the mischievous bird. Now, all they had to do was wait. Bumper felt a mix of excitement and nervousness, hoping that this plan would finally solve his honking problem. As they waited, Bumper couldn't help but feel grateful for having such a clever and resourceful friend like Spark. He knew that with Spark's help they would catch the honker and put an end to the incessant honking once and for all.
Maybe the honker is hiding under your hood.
Exclaimed Spark. They drove to the car wash, hoping a good cleaning would flush out the mysterious honker. Bumper went through the car wash. Soapy brushes tickled him and water splashed everywhere.
This is fun.
Giggled Bumper, forgetting his honking troubles for a moment. Suddenly,
Honk, honk!
the honking sound echoed through the car wash. Other cars swerved, covered in suds. It wasn't the car wash. Section 4. Honking in the park. Bumper and Spark decided to search the park. Maybe the honker was hiding amongst the trees. They drove past families having picnics and children playing.
Look, a butterfly.
Shouted Spark, pointing to a colourful butterfly fluttering by. Bumper followed it with his eyes, completely distracted.
Honk, honk!
The loud honking startled everyone in the park. People dropped their sandwiches and covered their ears. The honker was still with them. Section 5. The search for the honker. Bumper and Spark searched high and low. They looked under park benches, behind trash cans, even on top of the monkey bars. Still no honker.
Where could it be?
Sighed Bumper, feeling defeated. He just wanted the honking to stop. As though they were about to give up, Spark spotted something.
Look!
He exclaimed, pointing to Bumper's tire. Perched on the tire was a tiny bird with a giant, bright yellow beak. Section 6. An unexpected friendship. The tiny bird looked at them with big, innocent eyes. It was a moment of pure curiosity and wonder. Then it puffed up its chest and let out a loud
Honk! The sound echoed through the quiet street, startling everyone around.
Bumper and Spark were speechless. It was the honker, the mysterious noisemaker they had been hearing for days.
So it was you all along! Exclaimed Bumper, his headlights widening in surprise.
Chuckled Spark. The little bird chirped and rubbed its head against Bumper's tire. It was as if the bird was apologizing for the confusion it had caused. It seemed rather friendly for a mischievous prankster. Bumper realized the honker wasn't trying to be mean. It was just trying to play. The realization brought a smile to Bumper's face. He gently nudged the bird with his tire. The honker chirped again, seeming to enjoy the attention. The two of them began to play, the bird hopping around and Bumper following with gentle nudges. As they played, Spark watched with a warm feeling in his engine. It was amazing how a simple misunderstanding had turned into a beautiful friendship. The street, once filled with confusion and noise, was now filled with laughter and joy. The sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the scene. Bumper and the honker sat side by side, watching the sunset. It was the beginning of an unexpected yet wonderful friendship. And so Bumper and the honker drove off together, ready for new adventures. They had found a friend in each other, proving that sometimes the most unexpected friendships are the best ones. Section 7. Bumper's new co-pilot. From that day on, the honker became Bumper's friend and co-pilot. They shared many adventures together, driving through winding roads and bustling streets. The honker would sit on Bumper's dashboard, occasionally letting out a cheerful
Honk!
that made Bumper smile. Bumper learned that even the most mysterious problems can have small and surprising solutions. The honker's presence was a constant reminder that sometimes the simplest things can bring the most joy, and sometimes a little honking wasn't so bad, especially when it came from a friend. They would communicate through honks, each one carrying a different meaning, from a friendly greeting to a signal of encouragement. The next race, Bumper was ready. He had practiced hard, and with the honker cheering him on with a
Honk, honk!
he knew he could do it. The race was intense, with sharp turns and fast competitors, but Bumper felt a surge of confidence with every honk from the honker. They were a team, and together they could overcome any challenge. As they crossed the finish line, Bumper realized that having a co-pilot like the honker made every journey more exciting and every victory sweeter.